while ago, I explained that I would probably do a video on Beastars in the future. I decided instead of talking about the show in general, I'd talk about something that I found very interesting in the show. And originally, I was probably going to do that video a lot later than just, like right after the last video. But, so I got some dumbass comments, and if there's one thing that really fuels my need to make content, it's people being dumb. That really just fuels my spite meter, and spite helps me make a lot of videos. To one person, making videos sometimes out of spite would be a bad thing, but to me, I feel like it's a great way to take all my spite and sometimes anger and put it into somewhere creative and, fulfilling. So this is Hornstinkle. They are one of my hate fans. They will come to my videos not to, have an enjoying time, but to find something, anything to bitch about, then post it in the comments. Leave a dislike, and then leave. They could spend their time watching videos that they actually like something, I don't know, about Shantae, but they decide to come to my comment section anyways. It's not too much of a problem, because it's rather entertaining, because they always have something fucking stupid to say. So, sexualized high school teenagers and My Hero Academia is bad, but sexualized high school furry teenagers and Beastars is good? Kind of weird, but okay. Now, I'm willing to give Horace a little bit of credit. This would be a great point. If only it wasn't based on bullshit. The only really sexualized character in Beastars is Haru, and Haru is an adult. Now, after I brought this up in the comic section of the last video, someone had the nerve to go, Haru? You mean that bunny that looks more like a child than Uzaki-chan does? So you're okay with this character being sexualized, but not Yuzuki? The thing about Haru is that she's a rabbit. Rabbits are short, so that explains why she's short in the show. Now, let's get to the actual discussion. Haru is a very weird character when it comes to anime. In fact, I was going as far to say that Beastars itself is a very weird anime when it comes to anime. It's a CGI anime that doesn't look like dog shit. It rarely uses any cliches that animes are known for. And it handles sex in a mature and interesting way. You see, the problem with most anime is that they often use the themes of sexualization to pander to perverts. And sure, that's great for porn, and themes of sex can actually benefit a story, but most of the time, like with the show I'm showing in the background, the only theme is sex. That's it. Goodbye. The thing is with sex in anime is that it's often used too goddamn much, to the point where it gets in the way of the story. And like I said last time, if I wanted sex to get in the way of the story, I'd just be watching porn. And even when sex isn't the main part in a story for an anime, it often makes the show worse and kind of hard to watch. Because most of the time when they sexualize someone, it's teenagers. Jesus Christ, My Hero Academia. You're a good show. You got great writing. You don't need to pander to fucking perverts. But Beastars is oh so different. They handle their themes of sex in a way that's so well written and so different from anything else, to the point where sex is important to the story of an anime. Jesus Christ, the day this came out, hell had a massive blizzard. The best example of the show doing this, and well, probably the only example of the show doing this, is Haru. So, bit of a warning, I'm going to get into spoilers. So if you don't want anything spoiled for you, then you should probably not watch the rest of this video. Come back later when you've watched the show. I mean, what else do you have to do in this pandemic? I mean, you probably have other hobbies that, kind of distract you from doing other things, but okay. You see, Haru lives in a world full of predators, so that could make a person feel kind of weak and kind of filled with anxiety a lot. No, I don't mean that predator, I mean that predator. And yeah, they also have those kind of predators. Haru often copes with this by having sex with other students in the school. Haru often deals with sexual encounters where she is the top. She has sexual encounters in the show where she has a lot of control. This is to make up for the lack of control in her own life. And for those people that decided, oh man, fuck spoilers, you may not believe this, but this isn't just a side plot in the story. This is the very main plot into the story and actually helps moves the story along. And unlike in most anime, where sexualization is in your face, loud as possible, and can be really, really demeaning of women, in Beastars, the sex scenes are often slow, filled with tons of subtext, and like I said earlier, are very important to the story. Another reason Haru has sex with other people is because it's the only situation where people don't feel sorry for her. Haru is often seen and portrayed as weak in her society. She's often not treated as an equal as she wants to be, and that's why it comes out as such a shock when Legoshi treats her like an actual person. Legoshi, without sex or any other motives, treats Haru as a person because Legoshi loves Haru. So, bit of a warning, we're about to talk about sexual assault, and chances are, if you're not comfy with that, you probably haven't watched this video, but let's just say you stuck around and, direct themes of sexual assault are a bit too much for you, then you should probably leave. I'm also about to explain why anime is often problematic when it comes to sexual assault. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like hearing about how your favorite thing, as like anime in this example, is problematic, then you should probably leave as well. Because what I'm about to say is going to cause you to have a shit flips in the comments, and although that is funny, and that is humorous, I kinda don't want to respond to just those comments, or just see those comments. Like, a lot of them. So, towards the end of the first season, she's being sexually assaulted by someone that's about to eat her. Apparently, they do this because it makes it taste better. In this show, sexual assault is portrayed as disgusting, disturbing, and a really shitty thing to fucking do. And that's really shocking considering the fact that most anime do not treat sexual assault seriously. Most of the time, when sexual assault is portrayed in an anime, it's a punchline, it's a joke. Ooh, ha ha ha, the pervert is being a pervert. That's so funny. No, it's not funny, it's sexual assault and it's disgusting. As someone that has been sexually assaulted, the ideal that sexual assault is a funny ha-ha is, extremely fucking shitty. So I was very shocked when I first watched this show that it took sexual assault so seriously. Sure, it isn't perfect, but compared to most anime in its genre, it does a fantastic job. And another thing I didn't expect to see in this show, that I don't see in, like, any shows, let alone anime. You see, the villain is sexually assaulting her to make her feel disgraced, humiliated. But she doesn't allow that to happen. She stands up for herself. Haru does not feel disgraced. She does not feel humiliated. Haru feels as if she should not be disgraced or humiliated because of her sexuality or the fact that she's getting sexually harassed or assaulted. A person that's so sick and tired of being pitied after and not seen as an equal stands up for herself and treats herself as an equal. And this is very shocking coming from an anime. An anime, mind you. Animes don't usually, treat women with too much respect like this, let alone with delicate subject matters like this. Haru is a surprisingly well-written character, considering her subject matter and considering what this is. She is honestly one of the best, no, the best written anime character I've ever seen. Now, I'm gonna point this out real quick. I'm not an expert when it comes to reviewing media, and I might have, missed a few things. I might have accidentally skipped on something or misunderstood something. I mean, for fuck's sake, I was raised on Nostalgia Critic, and when you're raised on Nostalgia Critic, your perception of reviewing media kinda goes to shit. So I am especially open to critique on this episode. If I ever do talk about Beastars again, and I probably will because it's an interesting topic for me, I'll probably talk about how it handles the whole animals or people thing better than Zootopia ever did. Yeah, as if things weren't weird enough, not only is this anime really well written for an anime, especially considering the themes, but it's also better at theming than a goddamn Disney movie. But I highly doubt it's gonna be the next video, unless I can't think of other ideals for other videos. Also, one more thing, don't worry, this video's almost over. Although you probably already left. I hope you didn't, because this artist deserves credit for their work. The character at the beginning is a humanized version of Deviant Crow. It was made by Magi Arts on Twitter, but please only go there if you're like over the age of 18. They do make a lot of not safe for work content. If you want to support me and my content, then you should go on Patreon and become a patron. I also have a Discord group where you can talk with me and other fans. You can also follow me on Twitter. Ko-Fi is also available if you want to make quick and easy one-time donations. Riddle Lightning is also the creator of the Deviant Crow OC, so go follow him and possibly get a commission. I also have a Tumblr and an Instagram, but note, I don't use them much. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe!